Some are calling the 2024 NBA draft the worst since 2013, with no clear stars and a bunch of role players. But are we overlooking some hidden gems? There are rookies out there flying under the radar, and some of these guys could be the key to their team's success, and yet nobody's talking about them. Let's change that. In the NBA, we're always caught up in the hype around top draft picks, or the next can't-miss superstar. But what about the guys nobody's talking about? Just look at players like Draymond Green, who was a second-round pick and became a cornerstone of the Warriors dynasty, or Jimmy Butler, drafted 30th and now a perennial all-star. Every year, rookies enter the league with less buzz, but some go on to surprise everyone with their game. Whether it's a second-round steal like Draymond or a late first-round pick like Butler, these players can carve out crucial roles on their teams or even become breakout stars. And this season's no different. With all the talk about how weak the 2024 draft class is, we might be sleeping on a few rookies who are already making an impact. And if you're not paying attention, you could be missing out on some of the league's next big contributors. In this video, we're shining a light on the guys you need to watch. Rookies flying under the radar, but with the potential to be game changers. Now, I know what some of you guys might be thinking. If they were any good, we'd already know about them, right? Well, not so fast. I mean, we've all been guilty of sleeping on a player or two. Remember when people thought Nikola Jokic was just a Taco Bell commercial during the draft? Look how that turned out. So before you write these guys off as just role players or G League candidates, think again. I'm about to dive into some rookies that most fans and even some analysts aren't paying attention to. But I want to see if you can guess who I'm talking about first. So drop your predictions in the comments below. Are you ready to have your sleeper pick radar put to the test? Alright, so first up on our list is Zach Edey, the towering 7'4" center from Purdue. He's an absolute force in the paint, averaging 25 points, 12 rebounds, and nearly 2 blocks per game last year in college. What really sets Edey apart though is his incredible footwork and soft touch around the rim, making him a nightmare for defenders. He commands double teams effortlessly, showcasing his dominance on the court. Edey led Purdue to the Final Four and swept 6 major National Player of the Year awards, a feat last accomplished by the legend Bill Walton. His rebounding and screening skills are elite, and while he's shown he can step out and hit the occasional jumper, there's still room to expand that range. For the Memphis Grizzlies, I think Edey could be a game changer as a reliable interior scorer and rebounding, bringing crucial depth to their front court. With Steven Adams recovering from injury, Edey's size and ability to own the paint would take the pressure off their current bigs. His shot blocking prowess would also bolster the Grizzlies' defense, allowing them to be more aggressive on the perimeter. If he continues to develop, Edey could redefine how teams strategize against big men in the NBA. This towering talent is one to keep an eye on. As he enters the league, he might just be the next big star. Next is my personal favorite, Terrence Shannon Jr. from Illinois. A prototypical wing at 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's already making waves after being selected 27th overall in the draft. Last year, he averaged an impressive 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, proving he can score from anywhere on the court. Shannon's explosive finishing ability is on full display as he shot a remarkable 65% inside, coupled with a solid 34% from beyond the arc. His summer league debut was also nothing short of amazing. He kicked things off with a jaw-dropping poster dunk and finished with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. He followed that with another standout performance, dropping 19 points and showcasing his defensive prowess against the Pacers. It's clear this guy thrives in transition and is a nightmare for defenders, with a defensive tenacity that makes him a valuable two-way player. The energy Shannon brings to the floor is contagious, and I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a fan favorite in Minnesota. As he competes for bench minutes with the Timberwolves, Shannon has all the tools to be a breakout star this season. With continued development in his shooting consistency, the sky's the limit for Terrence Shannon Jr. Definitely keep an eye on him because I think he's ready to light up the league. Now we're moving on to some real dark horses, as next up we've got Isaiah Collier, the dynamic point guard drafted 29th overall to the Utah Jazz. Collier brings a unique blend of size and skill that makes him a versatile playmaker. He averaged nearly 12 points and 4 assists in the Summer League, showcasing his ability to control the game and elevate his teammates. What really sets Collier apart is his crafty finishing ability. He's adept at navigating through defenses and finishing strong at the rim, despite facing questions about his shooting consistency. For the Utah Jazz, he can provide a spark off the bench, utilizing his playmaking to create opportunities for scorers like Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson. His physicality and vision allow him to apply pressure in transition, making him a constant threat. With focused development in his decision making and shot consistency, there's every reason to believe that Collier could emerge as a franchise point guard in the future. His work ethic and natural talent make him an exciting player to watch. Keep an eye on Collier this season as he aims to solidify his spot in the league and prove he has what it takes to be a star. Next up is Cam Spencer from UConn, a 6'4" guard who could be the ultimate sleeper of the 2024 draft class. Spencer shined during his time with the Huskies, averaging 14 points per game in college and showcasing his remarkable shooting touch. He shot an impressive 44% from 3 last year, and with his quick release, he's a constant threat from beyond the arc. What really sets Spencer apart is his high basketball IQ. He excels at understanding spacing and movement, which aligns perfectly with today's NBA style. With 145 assists to just 40 turnovers in his final season, he demonstrated elite decision making, and although he may not be the biggest player, his hustle on defense leads to steals and deflections. Drafted in the second round by Memphis, Spencer joins fellow rising star Zach Edey, creating a dynamic duo that can wreak havoc on opposing defenses. He can immediately contribute as a sharpshooter off the bench, providing much needed space for stars like Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. If he continues to refine his game, the sky's the limit for Spencer. He could evolve into a key role player or even more as he finds his rhythm in the league. Don't sleep on Cam Spencer. He might just surprise everyone this season. Finally, we have Yves Missi, the 7-foot center from Baylor who was picked 21st overall by the New Orleans Pelicans. Missi may be a rookie, but he comes in with a strong resume, averaging 5.6 rebounds and 1.5 blocks in just under 23 minutes per game during his college season. What really sets him apart is his elite defensive profile. He's not just a shot blocker, but can also guard multiple positions, making him a valuable asset in today's NBA. This season, I think Missi will contribute significantly on the defensive end right away. His ability to protect the rim and switch onto smaller players gives the Pelicans depth in their front court, especially if they need to counter opposing bigs. Offensively, while he's still refining his skills, his athleticism allows him to finish around the basket and generate extra possessions with offensive rebounds. And the best part? Missi has the potential to grow into a dynamic two-way player. With Willie Green's coaching and a bit of experience, he could develop his offensive game into a reliable scoring option, enhancing his value in the league. Keep an eye on Yves Missi. While he might not be a household name just yet, his defensive prowess and upside could make him a key contributor for the Pelicans this year, and a rising star in seasons to come. Now I want to hear from you. Who's your favorite rookie in this draft class? Do you think any of these guys have what it takes to become the next NBA star? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know who you think will make the biggest impact this season. Each player we've discussed has unique skills that can reshape their respective teams. Whether it's Cam Spencer's sharpshooting or Yves Missi's defensive prowess, they all have the opportunity to carve out significant roles this season. Rookies often bring a fresh energy and enthusiasm that can electrify the court, and with their development, we could be looking at the stars of tomorrow. As the season unfolds, it's essential to keep an eye on these players. Their growth not only impacts their teams, but also shapes the entire league's landscape. So let's just watch how these young talents adapt and thrive. Make sure to subscribe for updates and highlights as these rookies make their mark. The future of the NBA is bright, and you won't want to miss a moment of action. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rookie class and their potential, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us grow our channel and bring you more engaging NBA content. We're passionate about covering everything from rising stars to NBA news and rumors, and we want you along for the ride. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. We'll keep you in the loop with the latest insights, highlights, and analysis throughout the season. And if you want a deeper dive into the future of the NBA, check out my video on the NBA's future superstars who are hiding in plain sight. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.